Okay, this match is going to be Yummy Bakura and Bandit Keith, which are two unlikely opponents. So they are both custom-made starter decks. So Bakura's one was actually quite a challenge to make because for his Duelist Kingdom era, you didn't really see much of his deck during that duel with Yugi that he had in the Shadow Realm. Bandit Keith, on the other hand, he likes his machine cards. He does also have a Zoa in his deck as well, along with a Metal Morph, so he can get Metal Zoa to the field. He has just all the machine types that I could find from the very early booster packs. So here we go. We are looking from Yummy Bakura's perspective, and decent first hand. There's a Dark Hole, there's a Patrician of Darkness, which is a 2000 attack, Skulldog Maron, which is a 2000 defense. Alright, Bandit Keith is first, he has played a face down defense. Bakura also has the Wretched Ghost of the Attic and a Just Desserts. Okay, there is the Stone Ghost. Bakura's deck, how have I put this one together? Bakura's a bit of a strange one, and for this generation of Yu-Gi-Oh, what I've put together is a deck that's more themed towards nightmares. So the Portrait's Secret, if you know that card, is in there. Wretched Ghost of the Attic, Stone Ghost. Just a sort of nightmare kind of themed monsters. Like there's a dog holding a baby of some sort or something like that. I mean, if you've seen that, you'd probably think you're in a nightmare. So Bandit Keith played Ground Attacker Bugroth and attacked Skulldog Maron. So there you go, there's a Dakuru, I don't know how to say his name, the Grim Reaper. That's another very haunting sort of card. There's Patrician of Darkness. You choose the attack targets for your opponent's attacks. And Bakura will destroy the Ground Attacker Bugroth. Bakura does also have the Earl of Demise floating around in his deck somewhere. Alright, Bandit Keith on a draw. Again, he has just opted for... Oh, there's a Fissure as well. That gets rid of Patrician of Darkness. He's opted for 2 face-down defenses. That's quite a interesting sort of play. Okay, there's Chain Energy. You saw Bakura use that on Pegasus's guards when he was able to use magic cards in real life. So any card you play costs you 500 life points, so it's a bit of a double-edged sword. So we're probably going to see both players run out of life points very, very quickly, because 500 points per card, you will, with Chain Energy on the field, you'll see your life points go down very quick. Alright, Bandit Keith has gone for a tribute of those 2 monsters. Oh, and it's a Barrel Dragon. That's a 2600 attack. And he can toss a coin 3 times and randomly destroy a monster, though he's opted not to use that effect. He's just gone straight for the attack and destroyed Dokuroizu, the Grim Reaper. Bakura does have a Dark Hole, so Keith's Barrel Dragon is only going to last 1 turn. Oh, and there's a Trap Hole as well. Again, very, very useful card. Worth 500 life points, and probably worth another 500 to play Dark Hole. Bakura is... He has to play a monster as well. He's going to have to go with Stone Ghost, and he's going to have to attack. He does have, of course, he does have that Trap Hole on the field. So he could get a couple of attacks in here while keeping all of the monsters off of Keith's field. He does have Just Desserts as well. It will cost Bakura 500 points to play that, but it could do more damage to Keith. Alright, 500 life points. Bandit Keith has played Oni Tank T34. And that will be destroyed by Trap Hole. Keith is in a lot of trouble from here. He had to go for an attack. You don't really want to defend when Chain Energy is on the field. You want to be the one in the attacking seat. There's Solitude, another fiendishly scary looking card with that big blade thing he's got. Bakura has opted for Wretched Ghost of the Attic in defense mode instead of Solitude. Alright, there's another 1200 points off of Keith's life points. And he's on the ropes right now, Bandit Keith. Bakura is ahead by 1900 life points. And what's Bandit Keith got on this turn. He really needs to make every card count from here. He's only got 6 more available with Chain Energy on the field. And there's Chakra. Bakura will need the appropriate ritual card to be drawn if he wants to put Chakra onto the field. And blocker. Nice. Okay, there's 600 points of damage. More than an entire card that Bakura now has lost since Chain Energy is on the field. Bandit Keith has drawn another card. Oh, what are we doing here, Bakura? What's all the thought process for? Thinking hard about whether he wants to use just desserts, maybe? Or maybe he was just getting a quick drink break or something, who knows. And Keith has elected just to pass a turn. Bakura's drawn a Fiend Scorpion. And has elected to put Stone Ghost in defense mode. That's not a bad move because it is only a 1200 attack and that can't get through blocker. Alright, Keith draws. In his deck he does have Zoa, he does have Slot Machine, he's got 7 completed as well. I did only put 1 7 completed in Keith's deck because it's actually a pretty powerful equip card. Having 3 of them is a little bit broken for this generation. It's 700 points to any machine monster and you can choose attack or defense. He does have a limiter removal as well. Oh, there's Resurrection of Chakra. It will cost 1000 points to get it onto the field. So now Bakura will need to sacrifice... He'll actually have to sacrifice 3 of his monsters, so 2 of them can come from his hand. So there goes Solitude, there goes Fiend Scorpion, and there goes the Wretched Ghost of the Attic, which wasn't attacked. It would have actually been better if Bakura maybe didn't play that at all, but he couldn't have known that Keith wasn't going to attack. So there is Chakra onto the field. And Stone Ghost is back to attack mode. There's just desserts. Bandit Keith now can only play 3 more cards, and that is with the effect of Chain Energy. If you get into this sort of position with Chain Energy on the field, you're probably going to win. And there goes Blast Juggler. Keith is really in trouble now. Unless he's got another defensive card, which, well, I mean, it's not even going to matter, not with Chakra on the field. At 2450, nothing in Keith's deck is going to be able to defend against it. Dark Hole, what a card. What a card to draw. But is it going to matter? He's played the Disc Magician. And he's gone for attack mode. I guess he has to. He can't defend from here. And he can only play 1 more card with Chain Energy on the field, even if he had a Dispel. The only card that Keith has left to be able to play is Disc Magician, and that is going to be it. Bakura has drawn a Monster Reborn. He's down to 1550 life points, so he wasn't far away, but he will be able to bring Chakra back to the field. And this is going to take out the rest of Keith's life points. It was a hot duel. This was a very, very wild match, which really, in the end, could have gone either way. Both players down a lot of life points. But Bakura has picked up the win against Bandit Keith. He will go on to face Joey in the next round. And coming up in the next match for the quarterfinals, the top 16... My Valentine and Maximilian Pegasus are going to go head to head, and that is going to be a very interesting match because both of those decks have that weakness of if they don't draw one of their monsters that they can play, they can potentially be in a lot of trouble. Anyway, that is it for this duel. We hope you enjoyed the match between Bandit Keith and Yummy Bakura. Maybe that's the first time those two have ever duelled anyway. So keep tuned. These duels are coming out midnight in Western Australia time every day for the next 2 weeks. And going on from that, if I pull up the tournament bracket, we have Mokuba and Panic after Mai and Pegasus. We also have Seto Kaiba and the Paradox Brothers, and Tristan vs. Taya, which is a bit of an ironic match. Well, wherever you are in the world, stay safe, keep well. Hope you enjoyed today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel action. Farewell.